The shell drill that we do is a simple drill, but it teaches good stance work, the principles of seating and shearing. What she's going to do being Uki, she's going to practice the soft bow, going back and forth. And she's going to feed me like this, here. So she's practicing something the same time I'm practicing. So she's going to feed me, it's going to be right here. She's not going to go up and down, make it easy on me. It's going to be right here. It's going to be open hand, so if I do get hit, it's just going to be the hand, not the fist. So I drop down, I come down with the palm, and then uppercut. This has to be out at a 45-degree angle. If it's 90, it's past full point, and it just kind of claps. It's got to be right here. Another thing is it puts it on this side of the face. So I just upper here, and then as she feeds, I immobilize the shoulder and I put her ear right in the goblet here, and it would be. And then when I release, she continues, and I seat down. Then I come in, palm heel, got my back gun on target, and then I go from soft bow to a soft bow, uppercut, and then she feeds, over here, seat down.
You're good.
Go ahead. Feet, so I'm here. Let's do one more. Sitting down here.
The simplest way to affect a seat is to use gravity. You don't want to pick up your feet and stomp. You just want to pick them up and drop. You can use that from a horse stance, which is the way they use it most of the time. And that doesn't mean you're facing somebody dead on like this, but you can see that example. You pick up the feet and drop. You can do it what we call a shell drill. You pick up your feet and drop. You can do it driving your knees on your target. This fourth principle is called shearing. Now, shearing by itself is a fairly unimpressive movement, but it acts like a catalyst. Hip rotation by itself, very unimpressive. But if you couple that with a blow, then the hip rotation enhances the effectiveness of the blow. That's very important. It's much like adding oxygen to hydrogen. The results are explosive. Let me show you an example using a technique that has 3 different shears in it. We'll do it from both sides, and that way you can see the application. Then we'll go back and explain how it works. The technique we call scissor hands, and I'm going to use Jim here. Jim? As his punch comes in, we'll step in and use block right extended. Going to hit him right here in the face. At the same time, I shove in this direction. We have a shear being caused. 1, I'll hit him like so into the ribs, shuffle into the face, hit him into the groin. Then you can do whatever you want after that. Let me show you the other side, because this other hand plays a lot into this. 1, 2. You've seen the block right extended. Draw you over here a bit. Block right extended. Now when I hit him in the face, you saw the face shot. This is pushing on this shoulder. I'm going to get a ratcheting effect. But they're not going to come together. They shear. And I strike in here. Pushing on him, he resists, and I let him go. Now I'm going to shuffle in, hit him in the face. I'm using a long-range elbow. Hit him in the face. The shear is about this wide. Then I'm going to hit him in the groin. This is a shear-like movement. This goes in this direction, does not converge, this goes in this direction. Let me explain to you why it works.
You put a clock down on the deck, 12 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock. I can be on the 6 o'clock line because it's along my strength line. You draw a line between my right foot, left foot, dissect it. That is my strength line. Or my weak line, my strength line is along my feet, so I'm here. Then I give it up because it's B, and I smash, and I step, I block, I palm heel, neutral horse, I make the adjustment, and then I'm going to lock in, I'm going to anchor my elbow to me as I go into here. I should have head, hip, heel alignment, belt should be lower than hers, and then I smash, and we'll go back. So from here, I'm locked in here, anchored, elbows anchored to me. If I don't anchor my elbow to me and I let it float, Now I'm in balance, she's in balance, and we're fighting for the center. I anchor to me and I move in. Now I move her off center. I have head-hip alignment. I give it up. I hit with the top of my knee, and then I shuffle inside the kill box, block, palm, heel, then I go to a neutral horse. Again, my elbows are anchored to me. I got a double oarlock. I'm leaning on her like this. Smash, block, palm, heel, neutral horse. Make the adjustment, and then I lock in. Smash, shuffle, boom, neutral horse. Make the adjustment, lock in. When I smash, I don't wait for her to go back. I go with her, so I don't get the inch. Then palm heel, neutral horse. Make the adjustment, lock in, smash, palm heel, neutral horse. Boom. Should have my gun on target when I use me. This is one of 3 drills that we do to the left leg. So I just slap it back here. It's the same hand position as the hey, I'm sorry. What can I do? It just goes down. Don't want to be like this. You get the little donut hole and the uppercut in your face. I'm just going to smack it down here. Now let's say I'm caught in the right lead, so she throws a low line, and I just block it here. I come down to here. I put the double knuckle right between where the deltoid and the bicep come together, right on the bone here. This is where I switch. I anchor my elbow to me, and I step into the left while I feed a shearing elbow on the same spot. Now I'm going to continue on in the left lead throughout the drill. So I do a hammer wrist through the face, cast out the net, break the arm, groin shot, pop her up, and hit. Here, hit, same spot. I cast out the net, and just like in kill pans number 6, I push the arm out to here, and then I grab it, boom. And I want my elbow right above I want my shoulder right above her elbow, right here. And I want this pie wedge, so I can do that. Use an application, it'll just be here, here, smack. But to the drill, I just palm heel to the groin, backhand of the groin, palm heel to the face, smack, smack. And then I come down and I just hollow out. Because she may have a knife. So I'm just hitting here. I want to make sure, okay, she doesn't have the knife. Now I can come in and destroy the arm. I come down here, she has a knife. I'm going to grab it, probably not going to let it go, or I'm going to run, one of the two. But I just don't want to automatically just come in and do that second blow. I want to block it, assess, hit, smack, boom. I'm going to be here. She's going to keep her knee tight. Why? When I do the kick, if I'm worried about collapsing the leg, I'm going to be like this because I don't want to hurt my partner's leg. I'm going to keep it tight so then I can go right here because I want that lean when I do the kick. So I'm just here in the bladed ready position. Kick here, come down, palm here. So it's just here. It's not a taekwondo kick. I'm not going, did that hurt? I'm going to hit, the intention is I'm going to hit it and I'm going to drive it all the way down to the ground. Boom. Right here. It's just here. Bam. Now, if for instance, you find yourself coming in here and I slip off here, that's a bad place to be because all she has to do is roll the front leg and she takes out my base. So I want to build a habit, a reflex, that when I come in and I notice I'm in the wrong place, I hit, boom, and then smack and grab the other leg. I don't necessarily practice that because then I'm practicing the long before position. I just want to know in the back of my head that if I find myself slipping off and I'm here, I have to get off the line, get in a long before, smash, and grab the other leg. I do the kick, I come down. Now when I can cover here and I can hit here, but you see my hand's sort of floating, I got a little bit of control over there. Or I can get real close into here. Now I have a lot more control because she's closer. I'm not using muscle to control it. I'm using my weight here. That's just a small, come up in here. I can do a web hand, I can do a poke. I prefer the web hand and it claps down in here. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to feed it here. Just like I'm waving the guy coming through the door. This is grabbed loosely. If I grab it tight, she's going to feel that and pull it out. I just sort of have this shelf right here that I hit. And then I continue on with a big movement, groin shot. I pop her up, I find my base, and now my ribs are the fulcrum. Forearms lever right above her elbow. Feed her through, she pulls it out. So boom. And down here. Then I come down here, out, hit. These in application time, just come out and break it. Because you could have two purposes. This time here, claps down, here, boom. I find myself in this position. If I want to break the arm, I just do it quick and I seat down. And that's why I want to do the drill slow so I get this position. So that when I do